Greetings and welcome to your weekly forecast, Thoth Tarot and Angel Message. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is a timeless reading for the collective. So even though it's a reading for the coming week, whenever you come across this video, however you come across this, if somebody forwarded to you or you just saw the screenshot and thought that looked interesting, or you're a regular person here on the channel and you've been looking forward to this, you knew it was coming every Sunday. We do a 3-card spread. We look at the coming energy for this week. Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday will be our first card. And then we'll pull another card for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday. Finally, we'll pull a third card for the coming weekend, for the energies of the coming weekend. And we'll also pull an angel card from Doreen Virtue's Messages from Your Angels favorite deck of ours on this channel and out there as well in the collective, I know. So feel welcome in this space. We're going to be looking at the energy that's coming toward us. It's just like a weather forecast. It's an energy forecast. It doesn't mean that anything is locked in stone or is guaranteed to happen. It all depends on how we respond to it, not react. We want to respond. We want to have a mindful walk through our week as we consider, is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it raining? Is it stormy? Is it calm? Whatever the energy is, we're going to be taking a look at it without judgment, but with discernment. And that's the way we're supposed to be living our lives. Not with judgment, but with discernment. We understand that judgment is the values that we place on things based on our own personal experience. So our value system is going to be completely different from even our twin that we were raised with, that had the exact same experiences, because they weren't the same person. They're not the same person. Nobody is the same as anybody else, but we are all collectively entangled. So everything that you are doing affects me. Everything that I'm doing affects you. So we want to be mindful of what we're doing, the energy that we're working with, and how we are turning it into our manifestation. And what I've been noticing with the recent readings, and again, understanding that these are timeless readings, but with that in mind, there has been a progression. We have seen where the things that we have been working so hard for, the things that we have been wanting, wishing, desiring, with our new place of love, where we're coming from love of ourselves, self-compassion, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, coming from that place. Now all of a sudden, things that we've been wanting forever, things that we forgot about, are now actually manifesting in our lives. And there's a tendency to kind of get a little afraid of the power, a little bit concerned that maybe you might accidentally do something harmful. You won't. It's not possible. If you're coming from that place of self-love, self-acceptance, self-forgiveness, you're already in alignment with the universe's highest intention for you and for everybody on the planet. Again, because we're all quantumly entangled. So what are we looking at? We've got a very, very interesting reading for the week. Very emotional, I'm just going to say. Okay, so let's start out with our first card for Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday. We're looking at the Six of Swords, which is science. And I don't think I've ever pulled this card for a reading on this channel before. So I was very interested. It's been a long time since I've come across this card in any kind of Thoth Tarot reading. So we've got a very interesting image here. Won't go into a whole lot of the Crowley stuff on it. You can feel free for sure to look that up and get that information yourself. And I always encourage everybody to do their own research. Don't listen to me. Don't take what I say as the gospel truth. I am just a human. And while I can channel to the best of my ability energies that are coming from heaven, from God, from our angels, from our higher beings, our higher selves, I'm still human, and it's coming through a human filter. So it's going to be fallible. Do your own research, get your own information. But we've got these cards, or these swords, that are nexused at the heart of this cross with this beautiful sacred geometry spinning around it. So very, very interesting energy as we're starting out the week with Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday, remembering that the swords are air. So this is information, this is knowledge, this is maybe communications coming to us, okay? On the tree of life, it's Tiferet through air. In astrology, it's Mercury, which is the emissary of information, of knowledge, right? Mercury in the second decan, Aquarius. So strong air energy with this, all embracing thinking, science, research. It's success after anxiety and trouble and the search for truth. In the beautiful harmony of the Tiferet, the Six of Swords have overcome the crisis of the Five of Swords. The emotional wounds are healed. And the element concentrates on its origin potentials, its very own powers and qualities. So this is like air of air. This is the power of knowledge, right? Wisdom is power. We've heard this before. The Six of Swords always indicates change, through which we reach new shores, as the card of setting off on the road, the hero's happy start, the chariot, and the heavy-hearted journey. This is located between the Eight of Cups. In the case of the Six of Swords, it depends to a great extent on ourselves, whether the indicated change makes us curious, whether we find it attractive, or whether it causes fear, like I just said. In any case, we are about to get out of a new shore, and we have to leave the old shore without knowing what troubles will be there, okay? What benefits will be there, what blessings will be there. We have no idea what's going to be there. Accordingly, it indicates the pain of farewell, the uncertainty, the fears and the troubles, but also represents an excited curiosity that we look to the future. We just had this card in a previous reading, into the unknown. Yes, yes, it is very important to know that the unknown land to which we are directing our ship does not necessarily mean leaving our relations so far. It can indicate an internal step, stepping into a new emotional era, a new mental area, taking over the rules of the unknown so far, getting to know an unusual way of life, meeting other cultures and religions, crossing the water in the I Ching and myths always symbolizes the transition from the multitude to the unity. In our world of division, in our world of discord, in our world of chaos, in our world of confusion, in our world of combat, where people are always fighting with each other, the only people that are fighting with other people are the people that are fighting with themselves. If you find yourself continually in combative situations where people are trying to be proven right in their opinion, in their point of view, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, okay? This power, this energy is saying, go beyond that. Go beyond that to the truth. Whatever is true for you is all you have to be worried about. Okay? And in that space, we accept who everybody else is in themselves, their true selves. And we're not needing to fight anymore. We're not needing to be in combative situations. We don't even care if anybody else knows that we are right, because we know we are. And that's all you have to know. That's all you have to know. Nobody else has to know whether you're right or wrong. If you are right, it's going to be shown. It's going to be proven. The truth stands alone. It needs no defender. It needs no defense. So get out of that space of being combative and bring in unity, bring in harmony, bring in peace. In science, or any fields of deeper thinking, the mind can unfold all its energies, and the restless swords have a chance to combine the mind with the mental spirit from which it was born to achieve a perfect harmony in everything. Yes. So that's what we've got for Monday, Tuesday, and the first part of Wednesday. Is you may have a lot of information coming in. You may have a lot of conversations that are taking place. Try to be mindful of where you are when you are dealing with other people, whether it's online or in person, by video, however it is, in just written postcards and letters. Be mindful that you are coming from that space of love, of harmony, of peace. Because when you're coming from that place, all of this information, all of this communication will bring unity, will bring harmony, will bring order. Okay, and that's how you can tell if things are going well, if things are going right. As I said, if you are experiencing where those manifestations are starting to take place in your world, don't panic, don't freak out. That information is good information. Just don't let it get to your head. Like we had in just the previous weekly reading, right? Don't let this success get to your head. Go to your head. Take the information, have those communications from love, from peace. So Monday, Tuesday, first part of Wednesday, keeping that all in mind, no pun intended. What are we looking at for the latter part of Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday? We have the Queen of Cups. So we go from air to water. So be very careful of this transition for the latter part of the week. We have this very busy mind space going on, and then we come into this emotion, okay? The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Thrones of water. Bina in the Tree of Life. In astrology, it is this 21st degree of Gemini to the 20th degree of Cancer. This is the element of water in the waters of Bria, floating across the borders, drifting between reality and dream. Our keywords are imagination, poetry, kindness, sensitivity, and emotional depth. So, like a complete swing of energy between the high intellectual, lots of communications. Now we are going deep. Now we are going within. The Queen of Cups represents water in water. She is the purest manifestation of the soul of the waters. Thus, she represents pure emotion, passion, feeling, never influenced by judgment or purpose. She is loving and affectionate, a warm-hearted mother and a tender friend looking into the depths of the heart. Keep in mind that this energy lacks the stability of the earth and the will of air and fire. Water in water is all passivity and has no power on its own, but it makes a perfect transformer of any other power coming along. So we now can direct all of this air energy from the first part of the week coming into this filter of emotional water energy. The Queen can be susceptible to all kinds of influences. Her instability might let her appear unreliable and inconstant. At its worst, the precious qualities of imagination and flowing fantasy might turn out to be weakness or thoughtlessness, turning in any direction that any wind might blow, getting lost in a dream world of unreal fantasies. But the Queen of Cups represents the female side of the water element, indicating meditation and sacrifice. This is the helper, the healing power, the expression of inner vision. As such, she is dominated by our subconscious spiritual power. She is the good fairy and the wise wizard living inside of us, a visionary dream writer and a visionary through the fog. And didn't we just have that card about shining your light so that other people could see, right? Characterized as dark and mysterious. This wisdom is an inaccessible source of science for science, and we go right back to our first card being science, the Six of Swords. So the Queen of Cups energy is very emotional. It can be, you can get lost in the emotion. So we kind of have this big, huge energy at the beginning of the week in our heads that can, if we're not careful, if we're not paying attention to where we're steering our ship, get kind of lost in that air, get lost and go adrift in fantasy. Stay grounded. The Queen of Cups can be a grounded energy if you bring in earth. Okay? In our picture here, in our image, we've got all of this swirling water, air, energy coming in, but there are green, grounded, in the heart, stability, consciousness also in this card, in this energy. So be mindful of that as you're going through this week. It's going to be very easy to get either lost in our heads or lost in our emotions, but those energies can help propel us and continue this manifestation as we start seeing things actually happening in our lives in real time. So, what are we looking at for the weekend's energy after kind of crazy, all encompassing mental energy and heart energy? We've got the Ace of Cups. So more water, but this is different, okay? This is the root of the powers of water, so very grounded. In the Tree of Life, this is Kether, the eternal, spiritual, through water, which is the spring of soul. In astrology, it's all the signs of water. And we have the desire to melt in one another. Sympathy, devotion, the beginning of a friendship or passion. Emotional capacity, fertility, and productiveness. All right. The Ace of Cups shows the way deep into our soul to detect beauty and trust. It stands for the sources of love, for growing feelings, the desire for a relationship, or the readiness to have a friend. Referring to the Kabbalah, the Ace of Cups is attached to Bria, the world of pure feeling and sensitive intention. It is the female counterpart of the Ace of Wands, representing the female's element, water, as a sign for devotion and care. This card also tells that the beauty and the ugly, so the beautiful and the ugly, are two poles belonging together, like I just said, bringing in that idea. What we are deciding on a spectrum is judgment. We are being invited to use our discernment instead. Understanding beauty and non-beauty are just two ends of one pole belonging together. Without shadow, there is no light. And mud is needed to make the lotus bloom. The Ace of Cups is one of the tarot's most lucky cards. With the rest of the cards, it shows the great potential in us, which can lead to the highest fulfillment. The personal significance of this depends on your own personal relationship with life. The spectrum of the card extends from the feelings of joy, gratitude, satisfaction over our external success, to the deepest happiness of living in unity with everything. In the foreground, there is undoubtedly love in every form of expression. Charity, parental love, sensual erotic love, love for ourselves, and love of the divine. Of course, this card may also indicate other more common forms of joy and luck, although the material side of this concept is expressed by the Ace of Discs. In any case, keep in mind that there is a great potential for all of our intentions, or that it occurs in the realization of our plan. This is not intrusive. It is waiting for the invitation to explore and unfold. So after this huge mental energy taking over on the beginning of the week from Monday, Tuesday, and into the first part of Wednesday with the Six of Swords, science, We bring in emotional energy from the Queen of Cups, who is very loving, who is very supportive, who is very encouraging, but can kind of get swept away. And we take all of this energy and bring it into manifestation, into this Ace of Cups, where we are literally taking in this divine energy coming to us and filling up our cup and allowing it to overflow in our lives and bless ourselves and everyone on this planet, because we are all connected, like I've said a million times. Lovely, beautiful, amazing energy for the week. So be watching for these communications coming through. Understand, do your due diligence, do your research, get information. Don't take my word for anything. Find out for yourself if there's something you've been working on and it's starting to actually manifest, but you're confused about it, or you want more information, clarification. Do your research. That's what the beginning of the week is going to be very strong for. And then take that information and lock it into your heart. Make sure that it's based in love before you go anywhere with it. Make sure that it's based in your intuition and through your discernment, that you use those filters to make sure what's the information that's right for you in this situation and what's the information that you can release. Because not everything is going to fit you every single time. You're not required to accept anything but what you know to be true for you in whatever the situation is that you're working through. Who is our angel that's going to be working with us through all of this? We have Angel Aurora. So beautiful. She is one of my we just had this reading with the hawk. So this is crazy. You are flying high right now, which might threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Yes, yes. It reminds me of the don't hide your light under a bushel, under a bush message, right? You might hear complaints from people about it's too bright, there's too much light. Don't dim yourself down to match someone else's vibration. I'm going to say that again. Don't dim yourself down to match someone else's vibration. Stay true to your light. Now is your time to shine, for your light is the light that shows others how they can go. It's the light that shows the path that others will follow. You are blazing this trail. You are the example. People watch what you do. They listen to what you say. And they're watching what happens in your life right now. They're watching as you are manifesting what you've been talking about for months and weeks and days and years and decades, however long it's been. Things are finally coming in. And it can be a little scary, but don't be afraid. This is everything you've wanted. This is everything you've asked for. Now coming in manifestation, in reality, in this 3D experience. So congratulations for that. That's an excellent job. Good job, Master Manifester, you. So don't forget, don't dim down yourself to match someone else's vibration. Stay high. Stay true to you. That's the message for the week. Very, very interesting energy. We've got a lot of information coming in. We're going to be doing research. We're going to be getting wisdom and knowledge at the beginning of the week. We're going to be putting in our emotional spin on it and making sure that we stay true to love, that we stay true to light, peace, joy. And that's how we have been bringing in these manifestations that are now appearing. And with the Ace of Cups, we are funneling it in through our heart and into our 3D reality. So really amazing, fantastic reading for the week. I'm super excited. Feel free to share in the comments if you've had stuff happening already and this has totally resonated with you, or you're still waiting to see stuff and you're like, where is it? If you feel like sharing anything like that, feel free to do this. It is your channel. The only reason why I'm here is because you're here. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. of this adventure. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic week. Namaste and ciao for now.